everyone, and welcome to the Coffee Break Podcast. I am your host, Melissa.
And I'm your co-host, Elisa. Hello, everyone. It's been a while since we didn't have a guest, and it was just us two.
I know, right?
It feels a little bit weird. I'm like, Dalton?
You are missed.
I know, you are Miss Dalton. Shout out to Dalton. No, he's not gone. We're just missing him.
Yeah.
For those of you who are just joining us and you're like, what are you guys talking about? Who is Dalton? What are you guys even doing in this podcast? Well, let me introduce you to who we are. We're those two friends who finally got together for a nice cup of coffee after a long week of work or quarantine or anything. We indulge in convos of entertainment, environmental news, and even current events. And sometimes we even get to discuss our hobbies because everyone needs a bit of time to vent. We also do a coffee of the day segment where we select one type of coffee or tea and give you fun facts or recipes to make them. So let's get a brewing by sharing the coffee of the day. This one is from Austria.
Ooh.
And I know, we're going around the world. So it's called an Austrian Einspänner. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, so I do apologize. What you are going to need is 40 shots of espresso. I'm kidding. Don't do that. You will die. Is a double shot of espresso, sugar, 100 milliliters of whipping cream, 1 teaspoon of powdered sugar, a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you want to, you can add some chocolate shaving or chocolate powder, or just crumble up like a Hershey's bar you have in your closet and just put it on top of it. So what you're going to do is you're going to get a bowl and you're going to whip the heavy cream with sugar and vanilla until it starts peaking, like, how would you say it? Like the peaks, the marshmallow peaks, kind of.
Stiff peaks?
Yeah. Like that.
Okay.
And so you're going to keep whipping it. I would use an electric mixer because your arm's going to be so tired.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. You don't be like, if you watch our vlog of the whipped coffee, our arms were really sore. So don't do it by hand. And then you are going to mix espresso and sugar in a glass. And then you're going to put that whip it real good on top of your coffee. You're going to add your chocolate shavings or powder or that random Hershey bar that you found in your closet. And you're just going to crumble it all up. Or just stick it in there. Or use it to eat with it. That sounds amazing, actually. I am probably going to do that next time. And then that's the Austrian Einspänner. Einspänner? I can't.
I don't.
Yeah, I am sorry. In Austria, they take their coffee very seriously, especially in the city of Vienna. And that's like the number one place that always like makes their coffees like amazing. So if you ever travel, well, more allowed to travel to other countries, go to Austria and check out Vienna.
Yeah.
So that's our coffee of the day.
Yeah. And for our topic this week, we are going to talk about cancel culture.
Cancel culture. I was very I never knew what it was called. I just always like saw people like saying cancel so and so, cancel this, cancel that. And I didn't know what it was called.
It's not great, especially, well, my reasoning for talking about this topic this week was because last week and a little bit over the weekend, well, no, a lot during the weekend, a lot of things really went down on social media, on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. If you know what I'm talking about, I'll get to that. But for now, I'm just going to give you guys like a basic definition of what cancel culture is and why we're talking about it and why I like want to talk about it specifically. So cancel culture is a desire to cancel out a person or community from social media platforms. It is characterized by the response of an evil individual or just an individual in all overall. This definition is very biased, so they put evil. Yeah, individual when they are shown to be wrong. They will call out their followers to respond to social media accounts of the person or group that did the criticizing rather than discussing the criticism or showing by evidence where the criticism is incorrect. So that's what they have on Urban Dictionary. For me, it's more like, a bunch of people find out or go digging into someone's past and finds out that they did really negative things in their past and, bringing them to light, or, just finding some sort of evidence that someone did something socially wrong, and therefore people are trying to now get rid of them from social media in general. And that's basically what's going on right now. It happened last week with Jenna Marbles, and it's going on right now with Shane Dawson on YouTube. And so I've been following these two people since they kind of started. They're like OG YouTubers.
Yeah.
And I've been watching them since the very beginning, essentially. And, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little bit upset.
Oh, no. Why? Okay,
I'm
what
kind
happened?
okay. So first off, with Jenna, Jenna Mori or Jenna Marbles, I don't know how many people know her from. I know her from YouTube as Jenna Marbles. And I guess on Twitter, a lot of people were calling her out on some things that she did in her past that were, just things that don't fly today.
Yeah.
And like asking her to address these videos that she's made, and why she's been taking down videos, and like just getting rid of some of her content on YouTube in general. And because a lot of people were very suspicious as to why that was going on. And so last week, I think it was on Thursday, she uploaded a video, talking about what's going on and what happened.
Yeah.
And she addressed the videos that she that were deemed problematic, and gave her take on it. But that's not really the point. The point for me is that Jenna has made such a dramatic change, and like just a really positive change throughout her years on YouTube. And I felt like people just attacking her for things that she's done in her past that clearly she wasn't proud of, and clearly she has changed from. And like, it started attacking her for them. Like, we have to remember that our pasts are our pasts for a reason. We're supposed to learn from them, and we shouldn't be held to a state of like, this is a crime that was committed. It's like, yes, these things happened, and now, and that was then, and this is now, and we should be allowed, given that space to grow in between and change. And she's done that, and she's shown it throughout her videos. She is highly inclusive, she is very positive, and she is so like sincere with anything that she does. For heaven's sake, she created like a 60-minute video about goldfish that had died in her tank, and that was because she bought the wrong tank. She made a 60-minute video that I, for one thing, thought was like, so like, she just didn't need to do that. And she did because she wanted to, she wanted to take accountability, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And And just the sheer fact that like she was now canceled and now she's not even gonna upload any videos on YouTube anymore because of this is like so stupid and
Yeah.
so just so wrong. Like she's made her career off of this platform and now she's being kicked out over some stuff that happened back then that she feels so bad about. Like how is this happening?
Yeah. We
Like
shouldn't be just saying like you need to stop, period. Because then you're stopping the room for growth. You're stopping from others to understanding like, oh, okay, this was in the past, she was like this. But now she's making the effort to
yeah,
change and to grow.
exactly. That's exactly what it is. And I'm just so upset about that. Just because, like, I have been such a long time subscriber of hers, and just to know that this is what makes her not make videos anymore is just so, I don't know. I'm just so beyond pissed off.
Yeah, no, that's not okay. Like I understand like sometimes we want to get rid of the evil, but
Yeah,
we should get rid of the ones who don't understand why people are
right.
shouting out them. They
Yeah,
don't understand why like that doesn't make any sense. 'Cause I mean, no,
yeah,
I get it. You don't want them there.
yeah,
But at the same time, you're not giving that room to grow or to give space for them to like understand fully. And if you're just going to attack them, instead of like help them understand like, hey, this is the reason why you're getting that, you
yeah,
know what I mean? Like it's
yeah.
just
I'm just saying, I'm here for you, Jenna. I'm going to fight for you. You didn't deserve what you got, and
yeah,
you're doing right by me, at least.
y'all girl, y'all. It's like I would understand like when Shane Gillis got fired on the Saturday Night Live because he made some very unwelcoming comments. And he was mad that he got fired because he's like, I have a freedom of speech. And I go, you have a freedom of speech, but when it comes from hatred and it comes from not an understanding and being offensive, it's like, no, that's not being a freedom of speech taken away. That's just like you being called out for being a jerk,
Hmm.
being a-hole. You're just mad that
Yeah.
you were called out on it. Like,
Yeah.
no. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Jenna was trying to like do the right thing, and it's
She's doing the right. She did. She wanted to do the right thing, and it's good that she, addressed all of the things that were being, said about her and stuff like that. And I appreciate her apology wholeheartedly. And even though I feel like it wasn't necessary because she's made so many changes throughout her life that we've
yeah,
seen, being followers and seeing her positive changes is just um, was just a good thing to see. And then just for like her to get attacked like that was just really unfair. Whereas
yeah,
like the issues going on right now with Shane Dawson and some of the controversies that are going on with him right now and last weekend is just such a dramatic difference. And I in a video that he uploaded as well, like is another apology video,
mm-hmm,
and like of him addressing some of his uh like racist content and some of the things that he's done in the past. Uh, but with him, it's just such a sticky situation because there's a lot of criminal investigations that are going to start going on with his whole part. But it's not about the racism at at that point. It's more of like the allegations of sexual assault and
so what happened
uh,
with Shane Dawson? So I've lost it.
okay. Yeah, sorry. So with Shane, he wasn't well, in his video he said he was inspired by Jenna's apology video to, you know, help hold himself accountable for his previous actions and things that were done. But after he did all of that, a lot of people were really not happy with his video, and it was more because he didn't fully address a bunch of things that happened in back in 2019 that happened where this big they called it the Dramageddon that happened between James Charles, Tati Westbrook, and who else? And something else happened. I don't remember, but well, the main controversy was between Tati Westbrook and James Charles, and James Charles, like Tati feeling that James, turned his back on her because he was promoting a what's it called, a product that was Tati's like competitor, and a competitor. I can't words. Words are hard.
It's okay.
But yeah, it was a competitor company of Tati's, and Tati basically felt like he screwed her over because she helped him with his career and yada, yada, yada. So egos and all that stuff got in the way, and, like this big drama thing happened. But with Tati's allegations, they were basically saying that, James is not everything everyone seems to think of, that he is a potential predator. And yeah, like
oh my gosh,
and like so that came into light. And so basically what's coming out now was that Shane had a hand. People allegedly are saying that, well, people are saying that allegedly Shane had more to do with the whole that whole controversy that he led up to, basically saying that, he kind of was playing along. Not, it's kind of hard to explain. I knew I should have taken more notes, but that he basically had a lot more to do with that whole controversy than he led on. And because another YouTuber slash makeup guru got involved. I don't know if you know who, what's his name? Why did I forget his name?
How dare you?
I know, there's just so many names and so many people. It's like a very big Game of Thrones-esque drama.
Oh my gosh. Did someone head come up?
No. But it seems like it, right?
Yes.
Why did I forget his name? Let me do a little bit more research. But anyways, so like this, basically all of this is going on. It's a lot of things are coming to light, and it's not going very well for Shane, just because he inserted himself into the beauty community and he thought himself as like a beauty guru when he really isn't. It became so messy, and so now this whole thing that's going on with Shane is like the what are they calling it, the Carmageddon.
The Carmageddon.
Yeah, so like just things aren't looking really good for Shane, unfortunately. But I bring that up is because it is important, and it's there's allegations of sexual abuse and things that are in that sort of nature that are coming to light as well. And so it's just this whole thing that's just getting really crazy, and so now people are trying to cancel Shane along with other YouTubers.
Sweet.
And I believe Tati Westbrook released another video today, which I have not seen yet, which I will. And basically confirming a lot of the allegations that are being brought up, and Shane's involvement, along with Jeffree Star.
Yes.
So that's the guy, Jeffree Star. So
I was guessing. I was like, I think she means Jeffree Star, but then I also blinked out on the last minute. I was like, what?
Yeah. but I just remembered.
Yes.
It's Jeffree Star. He's basically holding on to some very important information about someone who's trying to remain nameless and not speaking out about their basically their story on what happened between himself and James Charles.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of nastiness with Jeffree, you know, holding that kind of information over people's heads, and Shane's involvement as well. It's not looking good for both of them.
Yeah.
And
it's not.
Yeah. It's intense. And yeah, a lot of that stuff is very much like it's you can't expose someone's story. It's not their story to tell. It's not until someone is able to come forward that anything can happen. And so since that hasn't happened yet, everything's just kind of on hold. No one's really come out other than Tati and Shane. Shane basically defending himself, and Tati kind of like confirming a lot of the allegations. That's just what I know so far. But I know that I'm just waiting for something more insane to happen. But yeah,
that's so crazy for all of this to happen
right
at the same time too during this time.
And the whole reason this all happened was because people were trying to cancel them earlier with the Dramageddon. It's like when is enough enough? Like seriously, like I understand that holding people accountable is important, and I understand that, but for us to completely ruin someone's livelihood and lifestyle and like just a business in general is kind of like a poopy thing to do. It's such a toxic thing, but some good can come out of it.
Yeah.
Like
it is good, but
it's like a double-edged sword there.
Yes, it is.
And yeah, like it's scary. It's a scary thing because it can really happen to anyone.
Yeah. That's like honestly, like when we first started doing like YouTube and our podcast, I didn't want to be those like YouTuber or podcasters to be like to be on that cancel list. Like I don't want to be a hashtag cancel us, you know what I mean? I always want to avoid that. That's why I'm always like open and always like making sure people aren't like overstepping or saying anything insensitive, or making sure I'm not saying anything insensitive. Because I know the cancel culture community is very harsh, because it is filled with a generation that, you know, they don't like conflict too much. And so when not saying like they don't like conflict too much, it's more like, I don't know how to say it, but it's like if they want like they want to cancel something, they just want it to stop. They don't want to deal with it anymore. They just want it to stop. And which is good in some sense. Like if someone was like, you know, is stealing money from small businesses, when like a YouTuber was like partnering with people, but they were taking, you know, 60% when they already make like a good percentage, you know what I mean? Then go ahead, cancel, you know what I mean? If they have allegations
I
of
wouldn't say
harassment,
cancel, but you know, bring that type of information to light. Like
bring it to light to explain why.
It's like if cancel culture was not cancel culture, and it was just like, you know, let's hold accountability, let's hold people accountable culture, I'd much prefer that than what's going on right now.
Like have them understand, have them learn and educate, because if it's okay for us to help others educate in the Black Lives community matter, we should be able to educate in other aspects so they learn and understand and grow like as a community, instead of just canceling people. Like we shouldn't be doing that. I know some things are worse situations than others, but when it comes to like Shane and them, or Sean, right? Shane, dang it. When it comes to that, it's like we should try to explain and understand why it's happening, why it was not okay, and they address it, and we should be like, okay, let's not do it again. It's like when I talk to kids, I'm always just like, do we understand why we shouldn't do that? Yes. Are we going to do it again? No. If we do it again, then like we're going to have another talk and we're going to lose some privileges, Like, we're gonna have iPads taken away, or we're not gonna play in the playground, like stuff like that. And when you do that, they never do it again.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, of course, there's some kids where it's like, I'm gonna push it anyway, but that's a whole nother story. But like, it's kind of like you have to do that. You know what I mean? I know like some of us are adults, but common sense isn't common. So, it's just, yeah, it's just like we shouldn't be just jumping the gun, being like, stop, end it, defund your whole career. Who cares anymore? And it's like, no, that's not okay.
I just feel like people are just going way, like, it's just so much effort being put into like bringing someone down. Like,
It is.
I feel like we need to channel that energy into something more positive.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's tough. Like, I do really like, I do see both sides. But like, as far as like, eliminating someone's whole career and existence off of social media, I don't think that's something that we should strive for, because it's not very like, it's just, I don't know, to me it's un-American.
You're like, and if you're about American, then you need to stop. No.
No, but like, I mean, like, we shouldn't be allowed to take those privileges away from people. I mean, unless it's like criminal, like,
yeah, it's a criminal act.
Yeah, if there's a crime, that's different. But if it's like, just someone being not very smart and saying foolish things, like, just call them out, but don't cancel them.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like things are getting really toxic and can be potentially dangerous. And at some point we need to really draw out the line. And I feel like we still haven't found it yet. But I hope for the best for Shane, and I hope for the best for Jenna. I really, really hope she does come back.
Yeah.
And well, I don't know.
Maybe she's just taking a little break because it is a lot.
I hope so. I mean, she does have other things that she does, like she does stream on Twitch.
Yeah.
And she does do her radio show. And she does have her own podcast, the Jen and Julia podcast. And so they have that. But like, it's Jenna's main channel, and it's just so sad. Like, it's the end of an era.
Yeah, and you're like, no, it's like she's growing, guys.
And it's so crazy because like both of these two YouTubers, including like even Felix Schellberg, they're like some of the more OG YouTubers, and it would be so sad to see a lot of them go, considering that they've been on the platform for so long,
Yeah, it is. Wait, Felix who?
Felix Schellberg, he's PewDiePie.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, I remember he also got caught out a while ago for his inappropriate uses of language.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
he apologized, and he's learned, and he's one of those type of people who kind of like cancel culture didn't really work, but did hold him accountable for his actions, and he did. He apologized, and he made changes, and I found to be like acceptable. I accepted his apology, and I accepted Jenna's apology. I accept some of Shane's apology, but not to the fullest, only because some of the things that are going on currently, that I just feel like, even though if you're hearing a criminal thing, something criminal happen, I feel like, I don't know, because we're mandated reporters, I feel like it's something that should have been reported.
Yeah, when it comes to certain things, because we are mandated reporters, so it's like
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, even though or like, reach out to the person. And I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of people are being told a lot of this information and just being silent about it. And it's a vicious cycle that just keeps going on and on and on. And at some
Yeah.
point, uh, it just needs to stop.
Yeah,
Like,
because if we
like,
stop,
yeah, like rape
yeah.
allegations is not tea. It's not gossip. It's a
No.
fucking, excuse me, it's a crime. I'm sorry, but it's a
It's okay.
crime.
No, it's okay. It is a crime.
It's a freaking crime.
No, it is. That is not even a joke. It's not for people just to be like,
No.
oh my God, like, did you hear?
Yeah.
No, because that's serious.
Yeah.
You can't be doing that kind of stuff. You
Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
but we can't. We have to be careful,
Definitely.
especially when it's like ruining someone's life too,
Yeah.
no matter who it is.
Yep. Tough. I just hope that person either, reports the crime and just so that they get the justice that they deserve.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care too much about finding out who it is because that to me is not important. What's
No.
important is that the crime is being reported and that person gets the justice that they deserve.
Yes, because like that's what is going on right now. Justice needs to be served. Can't look the other way. We can't anymore. And
Yeah.
this is like we're in a
Especially,
generation, an era that we cannot let these things go.
yeah, especially because a lot of this information has already gone so public.
Yeah. And so like
Yeah.
it needs to be understood. It needs to be addressed.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's time now.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Ring-a-ling-a-ding. Hello. Your time
Yeah.
is up, friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I didn't know that was happening, honestly,
Yeah.
because I don't follow them anymore. So I
Right.
kind of stopped, and I did see like little bits here and there on my Facebook, but I didn't 100% go into it because I didn't understand.
Well, I initially just watched Jenna's video and then I watched this other YouTuber. Her name is Petty Page, but
Yep.
she's not really on the YouTube platform anymore because of the she was also apparently canceled at one point, and so she's now moved on to Twitch, but she came out with several videos over the weekend, and that's what basically that's basically how I found all of this stuff out. But it was
Mm-hmm.
more of like, Jenna's cancellation that basically drew me to talk about it because I just felt like that was very unfair.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like it's important to talk about
Yeah.
Shane's whole ordeal because it is something that's, an ongoing thing.
Yeah. And that should be addressed. Yeah, because
Yeah.
it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
And it's been going under everyone's nose,
Yeah,
or
it's been going on since 2019, since last year. But like a lot of people were like, telling each other sides of the story, but I didn't feel like there was a huge conclusion to a lot of the allegations that came out back in 2019. And I
mm-hmm.
feel like, and now a lot of the stuff is coming out into light right now, but not all the way because
Mm-hmm.
there's still those missing people who whose stories that they need to tell, or whose stories that we cannot
Yeah.
basically tell.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah. It's also
Craziness
crazy.
online.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons why I'm not on Twitter though. Because then I would just be like all into that and I just don't want to be a complete part of it. Um Again, but because as like someone who works with kids and we're told to report on these type of crimes, like I felt like it was necessary to talk about.
Yeah, no, especially like yeah, when it comes with kids, you're kind of
Yeah.
like more
Yeah.
in intuitive to be like, no, this is not okay
Yeah.
because you
I mean,
understand.
yeah. And the only reason why I say kids was because when all of these things were going down, they were all minors. So that, like, at least a good chunk of them were minors at the time. So, yeah, that's just what I'm hearing. So a lot of this is alleged. Don't completely quote me on that. If you really want to find more information, go follow Petty Page. She has videos on it. I highly suggest you guys go watch that. She's very informative. She gives the facts. She's not lying. She's not. She's a very unbiased commentator, and
okay.
and yeah, and it's.
I'm gonna check her out because I don't know.
She's very good about, like, giving out the facts and then giving her opinions on things. And we need to remember that a lot of things that are said are the majority of them are opinions / facts, because she does provide, receipts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She does provide proof.
Okay.
Other than some things that weren't, that she didn't have on them. And if she doesn't have information, she leads you to resources. So.
Oh, okay, that's good that she does that.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if not, then that's concerning.
Yeah. Yeah. I really got into watching her because she started talking about the YouTube policies that were going on at the time, with the changes that YouTube has made.
Yeah.
Where it's like now they're like more censored, and they are really on it with the terms and conditions of like YouTube policies and stuff like that. It's gotten very strict, and a lot of channels are suffering for it.
Yeah, I'm seeing it a
including her
lot.
channel. Yeah, it's just
Yeah, I'm seeing it a lot where I'm like, oh,
it's hard out here.
Yeah, it's is it me or is it hot right now? I see a fire. What's going on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's my spiel.
I'm interested in it because we've been talking a lot about like entertainment stuff, so it's good to like get some current event stuff. So especially something you're passionate about, Melissa. So that's crazy, but it's good to know now. And I just learned something today, and yeah, thanks, Melissa. Also, it was really different from when you're like cancel culture. I'm like, what culture are you canceling, ma'am? And then and then I was like, excuse you, and then you explained to me, and I was like, just kidding.
Yeah. Well, you did your research too, but
I did.
But yeah, it's just like cancel culture didn't really start until like Twitter. So yeah.
Yeah, because it's more of an easier platform.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I agree with you. But that was a good spiel, good episode of our coffee break podcast from the marvelous Melissa. I'm also very sorry if I sound very low in energy.
You kind of do. Are you okay? How you doing, girl?
I am doing tired. I have a lot of issues today I had to solve. And I'm not really physically tired, I'm mentally tired. And I was like, of course, the day I'm mentally tired is the day that we're recording. So I was like, oh man.
I get that.
Right. I'm like,
nervous because like school is starting in one more month. Like I know or 2 more months technically, because I just feel like it's coming a lot sooner just because July is like in a couple more days. Or no, wait.
it is.
It is July, right? Yeah, see? Oh my gosh.
No, it's June 30th.
That's right.
Tomorrow's July 1st.
Yeah, it's just craziness, dude.
Yeah, I know it's very crazy, and I'm like
school starts in August, and I'm scared.
Girl,
what is the classroom's gonna look like? Can we just discuss this for a second? I know we were discussing like YouTube stuff, but like I work after school program, and now we're like gonna start heading back into the schools, and like I just want to understand how it's gonna look like. I know that the majority of the students are gonna either stay online or be part-time online and part-time go to school. Like,
Yeah, how does that work?
how is that gonna work? I'm just, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Very, 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 very extremely weird times with the kids and everything. Like, yeah, even like doing camp. I'm like, this is insane.
Yeah, I bet.
Imagine the people who does the overnight, but I'm just like,
Oh, no.
oh my gosh, this is too much. And it's just like and the kids are good. The kids are really good at keeping like their mask on inside. Of course, like they want to play with their friends outside, and everything like that. But they're really good at like washing their hands.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, they're really good, and they keep distance especially for the staff. Of course, siblings aren't because they're siblings. They go home together.
Yeah.
But they've been really good with us, and I always tell the kids, hey, back up.
6
6
feet.
feet. 6 feet. 6 feet. I make the excuse I'll hold my coffee, and I'm like, I don't come near my coffee. But I don't want your no, get away from my coffee. Okay? It's not your coffee. It is my coffee. I always have the kids telling me, give me Starbucks. I'm like, girl, boy, what you say to me? Yeah, I'm interested too when summer's over to see how our after school program is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's a weird time. We are definitely gonna remember this for a long time.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Mm-hmm. So it's just remember the kids to tell them to always keep their mask on inside when you go outside. It's optional because I'm not gonna have them run and die from inhaling their own carbon monoxide. Not die, but pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just
Wear your
keep that.
mask.
Yeah, wear your mask. I think that's also exhausting me too because it's hot and I'm wearing my mask and I'm just like,
Oh, I
bro,
get that.
this is a lot. But I know before we were like, yeah, mask on all the time. And I'm like, oh God, when can I go on my break to take my mask off? We even made a song at work about it. And then now we're like, hate that song. I hate everything right now. So I was just like, so no, I totally get it. It's a scary time and it's confusing too.
Yeah.
So we have to figure it out.
Yep.
That can be from a whole nother topic about how things are going with that.
Yeah.
And share your opinions on what you think about cancel culture. And so let us know how you think schools are going to run now. You think they're going to be online? You think they're going to be half online, half not online? If so, then everyone needs to be remote working. So
Yeah.
just saying. Anywho, if you are still remote home working, then you should check out our store really 23shopping.com for some awesome clothes that was designed also by us. Not all of them, but there's a few, mostly that's designed by us. Few, mostly few. So check it out. We have stickers, shirts, sweater, yoga pants with pockets. Use code CBP for 30% off your whole purchase. CBP for 30% off your whole purchase. So check it out because you're at home.
And if you like what we do here, please leave a like, subscribe, and ring the bell for more notifications.
Yeah, check out all our other videos like our vlogs, speed paintings, and even what do you call it? Montage. Wow, I can't think of the word. Montage. Oh gosh. Yes, that. Oh my goodness gracious. Yes, check that out. Brain dead here.
Below.
Yes, comment below, like, subscribe, do all that thing. Follow us. Check our Instagram at e23g.e.
Yay.
Be cool, be amazing, stay safe. And we'll see you guys in the next episode when Miss Elisa has more energy. And I just call myself Miss Elisa.
Bye.
Bye.